guys, welcome back to another dailies video on the channel. Different race scenario this time. We're in race C. As you see, we've got an SS driver in the race lobby. As you see, a couple races back from this, I was actually in a race lobby with 3 SS drivers, but I thought this was the best race to edit and commentate over, as it was a good race. As you see, down in P6. For this race, a couple of RTR drivers as well in the race. We've got Jack and the GT7 player as well. So yeah, we're in the Genesis X, around the Red Bull Ring, as you can see, the sperm whale looking track, as most people call it. But yeah, we're underway already on this track. Beautiful day out in the Red Bull Ring, and yeah, everyone's underway. And yeah, so I very much enjoyed this daily this week. Actually, GT7 player going a bit wide on the turn 1 there, getting into P5. But yeah, like I was saying, very much enjoyed racing around here on the races. Not too much the hot lapping kind of sense, but I enjoyed the racing as it was very strategic. As in, you could have stayed on, started on the softs, or you could have started on the mediums, depending where your position was. But like in this race, I started on the mediums, and as you see, the front 4 have already gotten away already, but we're hoping to catch them up. Let's see, DTR deck with a 2-second penalty. Sorry, that's my phone. GTR deck with a 2-second penalty already, so I'm guessing he's either pushed someone off or has completely cut the track. I didn't really see. As you see, we are slowly starting to catch in on this top 4 here. Obviously, we're going to have all people behind as well. As you see, look at the train on the map. We're going onto the Dolphin's head, not Dolphin, the Whale's head right now. As you see, DTR taking his penalty for this first lap of the race, which is very unfortunate for him. So that puts us up a position already, which is nice to see. As you see, S. Zimmerman, obviously the World Tour driver, out in first right now. He's under pressure from the German behind. Obviously the 2 RTR drivers being me and Jack, trying to stick on with them. Jack being a very quick driver as well, sticking on with them pretty well. I'm slowly starting to drop back. Obviously I didn't have as much pace as these guys out front, but I was going to give it a good go this race. As you see, actually up in front, the World Tour driver has got a penalty, unfortunately, and he's going to have to serve that at the end of the lap. So yeah, coming down this bit of a long straight here, coming to the right-hander, and yeah, we're basically on the back of them. I see a couple of drivers behind having a bit of a battle going into that turn. I believe that was a Spaniard and DTR deck, but correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, obviously at this point, lap 3, obviously F. Zimmerman has done his penalty, and the German is in front of him. And me and Jack have actually caught up with them pretty nicely. So yeah, we have at this point had pulled a bit of a gap from the people behind. So it's basically us 4 battling for first right now. Not so much me and Jack battling for first, but we was kind of with them at this stage of the race. Obviously, me starting on the mediums, I'm going to have to come in between lap 4 and 5. You can come in a bit earlier if you want, but for controller players like me, it's a no-go basically, because tyre wear on controller is so much harder than a steering wheel. But we have to try and get these guys around here. But obviously, as you see, no one's coming into the pits as of yet, so no one's really pushing for the softs this early. Obviously, you see there, stupid penalty there from me. 0.5 second, as you see, I'll take it later on in the lap. And unfortunately, GT Sweetheart has actually come through and made the move on us. As you see, Jack and I believe Zimmerman have come in the pits. No, oh yeah, Jack and Zimmerman have come into the pits. And it's me, the German, and GT Sweetheart basically coming in, I'm assuming, on this lap. So not much really happens this lap. I just have to try and get a very good lap here to try and come out in front of these guys. As you see, we do actually lose a bit of time to GT Sweetheart and I believe he might have been on the sauce there because him staying out. But I'll see the German actually comes in the pit as well as myself. Let's hope the pit crew have a good stop for us here around the Red Bull ring. Them looking very, very professional right there. See the guy on the right bending his knees beautifully there. Very good posture for the pit crew. And as you see, we do our stop. Pretty nice and simple. Two difference of rims, but we're up and away, and we are out of the pits. Coming out of the pit exit. Let's see if we have gained on anyone, which we unfortunately don't. So we had a really bad in lap there. So we have to try and get a good lap here. Just see, get the tyres warmed up as soon as well. So we're behind right now Thomas, the Spaniard, who was behind us at the start of the race. Unfortunately for us, we had a really bad in lap, like I said. So now it's our challenge to actually try and get back on these guys and get a few moves done. And that's what we're exactly going to be doing. As you see, first, obviously, hasn't come in yet, so we have to wait until he comes in on his in lap, as well as Poms as well, the French guy. Have noticed him in a couple of races, so yeah, nice to see you around again. Obviously, coming to lap 8, I believe this was a bit further on. As you see, we have caught up to Jack and Thomas, obviously the guys in front, and obviously DTR is behind us surprisingly, even though he got a 2-second penalty at the start of the race. So he's making up a lot of time. So he's making a nice little comeback. As obviously you did see back there, he did have a penalty, so let's take another penalty, unfortunately. So yeah, we're basically in the race for 4th right now, as you can see. Obviously GT Sweetheart has come into the pits, and let's see if we can get out in front of him. But it's all down to what we've done on this on that lap. You see Thomas there, the Spaniard, actually had a lot of oversteer, and where me and Jack are going to take advantage of that, me and Thomas going side by side into the first corner. Very, very tough to go side by side here, and surprisingly we actually get the move done on the outside there. Very nice move from us there. I did enjoy that a lot, as well as the Genesis being such a tough car to handle. But as I see here, Thomas coming on the inside of this on this hairpin looking thing here, and gets the job done, and basically leaves us in dust. And unfortunately, we're down to P5 again, and I'm going to get a run down to the right hander here, just a bit too far away. It was go right up to his rear bumper, avoiding contact just. And yeah, we're going to go back down to P5. So we're in this battle for P4 right now with Thomas. Very nice battles going on basically within this race. As of it's just kind of started the battle, and yeah, you see our softs are looking pretty worn already. Even though it's only lap 9, so it's not very that good. Obviously, the controller is at a disadvantage, as I say for a second time this video. Just putting that out there, you know. But yeah, no. So we're still sticking with Tom and Jack. Jack, incredibly quick around here. Like big props to him. Obviously the other guys around me as well, very quick. Very hard to keep up with these guys, especially at this level, this standard, especially with a World Tour driver in the lobby as well. Obviously you can see his dominance here as he's obviously first, but yeah, obviously coming past turn 1 here, we do get the better exit over Thomas, and we're going to go to the outside. And we're going to see if we can do anything here. It's probably the worst thing to go on the outside here, but we're going to stick around the outside, but not really get much out of it. We'll try and go for a little cut back there. It doesn't really work. It's very hard to get a cut back there. You have to perfect that and position your car very well. But as we come down to the right hander here, we're going to have a little move on the outside of Thomas. Doesn't really go to plan. Obviously DCR has a little bump with me there. Me stand just on the outside, gets pushed out a tiny bit. Now we're going to go for a nice little switcheroo on Thomas. We're going to stay side by side until this left-hander. Are we going to stay? No, we're not. We're going to stay just behind him. And unfortunately, we stay in P5. See, DTR we're still under threat by as well, so we do have to watch out for him behind us. So a lot going on between us three here as we are coming to the end of lap 10. So we still have another 3 laps before anything, until we get to that podium, or maybe even DNF. You don't know yet. But you know, coming across the line now, having a bit of an oversteer there, but not too much of a time loss. I did realise the Genesis is such a good car in Slipstream. I don't know what it is. It looks so fat, but it just is. It pulls so well in Slipstream. As you see, Thomas goes a bit wide there. Not getting a penalty, I don't think. But yeah, coming down on this long straight, gonna be quite far back here. But we are gonna look for a move down the outside. We do have a little look, but it's just, we're too far back. DTR deck coming around inside nearly of us, so we did have to watch out for that. Unfortunately, it didn't work for him. But yeah, it's keeping it all clean. No contact really being made. Bit of scratching, a bit of bumping. Not too crazy. But yeah, coming onto this right hander here, going a bit deep there, so it's probably just showing that tyres are wearing a bit more than the other guys, as I probably am pushing the car a lot more. But going towards lap 12, we do start losing a bit of time to Thomas. As you see, DTR is still on our back. As you see, the German actually spins into barrier, I'm pretty sure, and unfortunately for him, he is basically out of this race for top 5 easily. But as you see, DTR deck has got the run on us. He's going to go on the outside. As I said last time, it is not really going to work on the outside. But he is going to make it work, the Irishman. And he gets through on us, unfortunately. And we are now in the battle for P4, as we do lose another position. So we are going to have the run on DTR. Are we going to get the inside this time? We do. He does leave the door wide open. We're going to keep it side by side, round the right hander there. We're going to still stay side by side. We're just edging in front, but he still has that inside line, so we do have to keep it open. So we're going to come down to this little left hander here, but he does lose a bit of time, and unfortunately has to stick behind us. So yeah, great racing from the pair of us. Amazing race right now. You see the tyres are dead at this point. I'm very much struggling to keep the car on the track at this stage in the race. So I maybe do have to improve on my tyre wear, as well as using the control. For a third time I've said that now. But yeah, no, it's very hard to tyre save. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, for the wheel drivers, it's very smooth, so they don't really wear as much. But it is what it is. We're still in P4 at this stage in the race, and obviously that back left is cooking. Cooking hot, not cooking as in like I'm cooking, but you know what I mean. But anyway, coming obviously on this last lap here, we don't really gain to P3, and DTR does have a penalty, so we are going to bring it home, that juicy P4. Nearly losing it on the last corner there, showing it for the fans. As you see, they're cheering me on as we finish the race. But guys, Daily C, that was amazing that week. I didn't really do much of it. I should have done a lot more. But it is what it is. If you guys did enjoy the video, please hit a like on the video. It does help me out a lot. Also subscribe if you're new, and also comment. Tell me how the video is. Tell me what to improve on. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Gran Turismo 7 video.